Hi everyone, this is me, B at Kelly Sunflower. So I thought I'd hop on and do an unboxing and first impression of this tarot deck. Now this tarot deck is called the Trinity Tarot, and it's a genderless plastic square tarot deck. And I actually bidded it for it on Kickstarter, but unfortunately it didn't meet its goal. However, the creator did put it on his website 2 days ago, and it arrived today. And I paid the price that I would have paid for on the Kickstarter because he gave us a discount code. So let's just unbox this. It came in really nice, environmentally friendly packaging. Let's take this off and go through the cards. Okay, so it's got the Chariot card, so number 7 in the Chariot, and as you can see, it's just basically symbols. And I kind of bought this deck because I'm kind of interested in learning pips, and I think this is in between kind of deck because it's got some symbols and it's slightly pippish. So these are the backs of the cards, and it's the author's signed it. So as you can see, it's got all of the 4 suits there flying in the air, and I do believe it's reversible. And it's just got like a little thank you note. So it says, "May these cards bring encouragement, wisdom and power. I love seeing your photos, so please take a moment to share on social media. It would be much appreciated." Ari Wisner, that's the creator. And these tarot decks is also like a London-based creator or UK-based creator. So I'm just going to compare the cards before I open it so you can see the actual size because they're quite small. So this is a Bono weight tarot deck, which is a standard RWS deck. And as you can see, it's almost half the size in length. And if I turn it over for the width, it's a lot wider. So these are kind of like pocketish size cards. So let's open up this beautiful deck. So these are the cards. Let's push that open. Okay, so before I get to the cards, let's have a look at the box a bit. So it says here, a beautiful, concise, plastic-free deck. This is ideal for beginners and seasoned readers. Includes a prompt sheet of the card meanings and re-imaged and genderless card titles. So there's been some changes. So the apprentice is the page, the champion are knights, the keeper are the queens, and the crown is the king. And then it's got here also that the high priestess has been named the revealer, the hierophant has been named the proclaimer, the empress has been named the nurturer, and the emperor has been renamed the defender. Okay, so let's have a look at the pull-up guidebook. The 22 major arcana cards relate to the broader journey of life, wisdom and growth. The 56 minor arcana relate to the 4 realms. Spiritual is wands, emotional is cups, physical is pentacles, and the intellectual is swords. This deck was inspired by the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. It may be useful for beginners to compare this deck with the Rider-Waite-Smith cards, which can be found and viewed online for free. And then for each archetype, he gives the number of the archetype, the title, and just a keyword. So, for example, the 4, he's put unprepared, naive, and hopeful. The magician, equipped, resourceful, manifestation. The revealer, which is the high priestess, intuitive, unbiased, seeking. There doesn't seem to be any reverse meanings on this. The suit of pentacles concerns the physical realm of resources, possession, and wealth. Element earth, zodiac sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then it's got the pentacle symbol, and then it's got each of the meanings for the pentacles. It does that for the cups, the wands, and the swords, and also it does it for the major arcana too. So it's just a little pull out, which you can refer to from time to time. I tend to like to see how the creators view the cards, because we all have different, we all assign different meanings to the broader meanings of the cards. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards. So you've got the Fool, and it's just got a head. It looks like a masculine head, and he looks kind of dreamy and unaware, just like in a daydream. So the High Priestess has been changed to the Revealer, and you know, there's the black and white pillars, there's the moon and stuff. So it's got kind of symbols. You've got the Magician, where there's all the suits. And if you look on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Magician does have all these suits on the table, you know, which to me represents someone that's a jack of all trades or an entrepreneur. The Empress has been changed to the Nurturer, and as you can see, she's got the feminine symbol there. The Defender is traditionally the Emperor, and you can see that there's the Ankh there, key of life, and it's got the ram horns for Aries, which the Emperor represents. This is very similar to the High Priestess or the Revealer card. Can you see? Quite similar, but it does have the keys, the symbols of the Hierophant and the book for the knowledge. The Lovers, you know, this eye to me could represent someone watching over or watching down, which has replaced the angel. Then you've got the two symbols here. This to me represents passion, and the snake represents evil. The Chariot, it's got the reef above. The Strength card, you know, there's the affinity, the lion. I see this as victory, you know, having victory over your emotions. You've got the Hermit, so it just portrays the lamp or the candle that he tends to use to go away, or she uses to contemplate. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Scales, so you've got the sword and you've got the scales, just the symbols. The Hanged One is an upside down cross. You know, so that could be that you're contemplating, you know, what your fate is. So Death, Temperance, you've got the Two Cups, trying to find that even mix. The Devil card, you can see the chains and stuff, and the Pentagon and the Devil horns, or even the Capricorn horns, because the Devil to me represents Capricorn. So the goat horns. Got the Tower with the lightning there. The Star. So just got the symbols. The Moon. The Sun. You've got lovely sunflowers and the sun itself. No child or anything in this one. Temperance. So you've got the coffins and you've got the horn and the world. So moving on to the suits. So the first suit is the suit of wands, and you've got the, you know, handing over the olive branch. So this, to me, this looks like there's no people, but the symbols are there. So you've got the globe and you've got the two wands. You've got the Three of Wands. The Four of Wands is building that foundation. You know, this is the conflict card, but you can see that they look like they're conflicting, and it's in the same kind of pattern as it would be on the cards, but there's no people. Six of Wands, so this would have a horse on, this would be somebody riding a horse on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, but you can see the positioning and you can see the reef and stuff. So that's standing your ground. And these look like they are moving quite fast. Fast communication. The Eight of Wands. The Nine of Wands. This would be somebody standing here looking rather tired, but you can see the positioning. So for me, that kind of knows the Rider-Waite imagery but feels scared of pips, this would be an ideal way for me to kind of get used to the cards about the people in there. And then that's a heavy overloaded basket for the Ten of Wands. So the Apprentice is the Knight. This is someone that's got knowledge, wants to explore. The Champion is the Knight. The Keeper is the Queen, and you can see she's got a black cap there and her sunflower and the Infinity over her head. And the King, it's got the sun there. So moving on to the Suit of Cups, you've got the Ace, the Two of Cups entwined together there, the Three of Cups. Because there's sunshine in the background, it looks like that to me represents happiness and, you know, kind of celebrations. The Four of Cups. So these are turned down and this is up. So it's asking you to focus on that cup. The Five of Cups. Yeah, normally there'd be a person in the middle there and they'll be focusing on the things in front. And because they're grey, I can see it as negativity and not turning around to look at the positive things that they can be looking at. Six of Cups. This is the Nostalgia card. Seven of Cups. All the choices there. Eight of Cups. And normally that's somebody walking away from an emotional situation, but the placements are there. The Nine of Cups. There's normally someone sitting here in the RWS card, enjoying the comforts of life. And the Ten of Cups. There's kind of like a rainbow colours in the middle. So moving on to the Court cards, you've got the Apprentice, which is the Page. Champion, which is the Knight. Keeper, which is the Queen. And Crown of Cups, which is the King. Moving on to the Suit of Swords, you've got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, Four of Swords. You know, someone's normally resting there, taking their rest. Five of Swords. I always see this card as someone taking credit, you know, like the sun is shining on it for other people's work. The Six of Swords, moving away to safer waters. The Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. That's the Nightmare card. And the Ten of Swords. Moving on to the Court cards, you've got the Apprentice. So someone looks like they like to study. The Champion. The Keeper. And the Crown. So moving on to the final suit, which is the Suit of Pentacles. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. And most of the aces seem to be wearing rings for some reason. The Two of Pentacles. It's like juggling, trying to get an even balance. Three of Pentacles. It's about teaching, isn't it, and learning. Four of Pentacles. Budgeting. 5. 6. 7. On the tree for the growth. 8 of Pentacles. Perfecting your skills. 9 of Pentacles. Usually that's like a successful business person, but you can see it's got the bird and, you know, fruits of labour. 10 of Pentacles. And then you've got the Apprentice, the Champion, the Keeper, and the King. And I like that it's got the Capricorn ram's horns. Let's give these cards a shuffle. They shuffle lovely overhand. That's the way that I shuffle. And because the cards are quite flexible, I'm sure that a riffle shuffler would also appreciate, or a bridge shuffler would also appreciate these cards. What do I think of these cards? Oh, look at that. I've got the Nine of Cups comfortable. So, what do I feel about these cards? I think they're wonderful. I mean, I personally bought them because, you know, they're plastic and they're kind of semi-pippish and minimalist, and I think it will kind of help me in my future study of learning pip decks. The scenes, even though they are quite, that they can be seen as scenic, they're also kind of pippish or minimalist. So I'm looking forward to working with this deck. I will add a link to the creator's website in the description bar. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.